Our deep dive today tackles a major headache for professional integrators.
Right.
How do you send ultra-high-res video, we're talking 8K signals, over a really long distance, say 100 meters, without the signal just falling apart?
Exactly. And without needing some bulky extender kit. So we dug into Active Optical Cables, AOCs,
Okay.
specifically the DVIGear DVI-2830-AOC. It's marketed as Hyperlight.
Right.
And our mission was really to see how this cable manages to deliver what they call unprecedented resolution and performance. Basically how it gets around the limits of copper.
Oh, okay, so let's jump right into that core capability. What are the hard numbers? How far, how fast?
And the specs are, well, they're pretty staggering. It fully supports DisplayPort 1.4 in its highest bandwidth mode, which is HBR3,
And that gives you, what, an aggregate data rate of?
up to 32.4 GBps.
Wow.
And that's the power that lets it push a full 8K resolution at 30 Hertz with 4.4.4 color over that whole 100-meter run.
100 meters, that's 328 feet.
Yeah. And if you're more focused on frame rate, you can still get 4K at a blazing 120 Hertz.
So that completely solves the distance problem. But the design itself raises a question for me. Why is it a hybrid cable?
You mean the 4 glass optical fibers with the 6 copper wires?
Exactly. Why not pure fiber?
Well, that hybrid design is just critical for stability. The optical fibers, they handle the heavy lifting, all that high-speed data.
And that's where you get the immunity from noise.
Precisely. Immunity from RFI and EMI, which is essential in sensitive places like, command centers or medical imaging suites where security is everything.
Okay, but then what's the copper for?
The copper handles the essential low-speed stuff and, crucially, power delivery.
Which brings up a huge point about efficiency. It's self-powered.
It is. No external power brick. Yeah. It draws ultra-low power. We're talking less than half a watt right from the DisplayPort source.
That simplicity has to be a big factor for installers.
It's massive. And it ties into reliability. The optical path means a super low-risk deployment. The mean time between failures is rated at over 150,000 hours.
For a 247 control room, that's peace of mind right there.
It translates directly to higher uptime and just less project risk.
Okay, so these are systems built to last. Let's talk about the physical installation, because if you've ever wrestled a thick, stiff cable through a tight space, you know it can ruin your whole day.
Oh, absolutely. And that's where the engineering really shines for the installer. These cables are plenum rated.
So they're safe for air handling spaces.
Yep. But they're also lightweight and incredibly flexible. They have a minimum bend radius of just 35 millimeters.
That's tiny. That makes retrofits in old conduits actually possible.
It saves a ton of labor time.
And the connection method seems pretty ingenious. It's natively terminated with mini DisplayPort connectors. That seems like a small detail, but why is that so important?
Because that small connector, it's less than 8 by 11 millimeters. It just glides through conduit where a full-size one would get stuck.
So it's all about making that cable pull easier.
Exactly. And for adaptability, they include these detachable full-size DisplayPort docking connectors. And they even have a locking pin for extra security in a high-density rack or something.
And critically, it still handles all that digital handshaking you need, right? The back-and-forth communication.
Absolutely. That copper path ensures the AUX channel works perfectly. So you get proper ED negotiation, HTTP for copy protection, all the fundamentals to make sure the link is stable.
So to sum it up for everyone listening, what we have here is an active optical cable that gives you high-speed, long-distance signal extension that's also secure, adaptable, and just way less of a pain to install.
It really is. And to connect this to the bigger picture, it raises an interesting question. We focus on the video.
Right.
But look at the audio specs. It supports up to 32 channels of 24-bit, 1,536 kilohertz uncompressed PCM audio.
32 channels of uncompressed audio.
Yeah, so think about that. What kind of professional applications, maybe advanced simulation or high-end broadcasting, need that level of pristine audio right alongside 8K video? That's something for you to go explore.
That is fascinating stuff. And just for peace of mind, the sources confirm it's TAA compliant, so it's good for U.S. government contracts, and it comes with a solid 3-year warranty. We've done the deep dive. Now go put this knowledge to work.